Hello, everybody. How wonderful to be with you on this absolutely gorgeous spring evening when the sky is clear of clouds and the air is fresh with the fragrance of our mystical spring. I want to begin what I have to say to you today by two of my most cherished quotations from what Jesus said. The first quotation is the phrase of Jesus is that I love the most. And it's simply this: I came to give life more abundantly. I came to give life more abundantly. I wish to heaven the churches had remembered that one, but they may remember it again. The second is the most encouraging thing Jesus ever said about the relationship of the seeker with God. He said, "Knock and ye shall enter. Knock and ye shall enter." When I was preparing what I was going to say to you tonight, and trying to get my wild mind into a lucid order for you, to offer you the treasures that I want to offer you, I lay on my bed in my condo with my cat and stroked her belly. And I heard a voice from within me say, "Why don't you begin with saying out loud who Jesus is for you at this moment of your inevitably limited evolution and knowledge, but in the flow of your passionate enthusiasm? Why don't you just kick away the chair and say who Jesus is for you?" And as I listened to that voice, I remembered meeting a great old Sufi musician, a man called Hamza El-Din. He'd just played this astounding concert on the oud, and I had the privilege to go backstage and sit quietly with him. And to break the ice, I brashly asked him the question, "Are you a Sufi?" And I'm so glad I did, because he gave me the perfect answer. He bowed his head and he put his hands on his heart and he said, "One day before I die, I hope that I may be able to call myself by that glorious name." And it's in that spirit that I offer you what I at this moment feel I really do know about Jesus. Not as a definitive statement, not as an ex cathedra pronouncement, but as a tender invitation for you to meditate on what I am saying and integrate it in a way that's unique to you and to your own experience. Because in the real Jesus circle, because Jesus is a circle, all of us will have our unique experiences, and all of those unique experiences will be supremely valuable for us. So if you don't mind, I'm going to put on my Oxford glasses so that I could see my absolutely impenetrable handwriting and read out to you what I wrote after the obligatory worship of my cat beloved. Jesus is a sublime, grounded, embodied messenger for the whole human race of the cosmic force of love and wisdom of the One that creates, evolves, and lives in everything, all the processes and beings of all the universes. His message is a universal message of the laws and powers of this cosmic force, and his life is a universal map of how to live this message with passion, compassion, fearlessness, power, and nobility of heart and soul. Jesus is, in and from eternity, a friend, a tender brother, and a luminous guide to all those in time, irrespective of religion or caste or status or sexuality or race, who discover divine consciousness in themselves, in every other sentient being, in all aspects of the creation and nature, and who yearn to take an authentic path to embody this discovery in ever more richly and abundantly in themselves, and serve it in sacredly inspired action in the world. Jesus is us, separately and us together in inspired community, or what Martin Luther King called the beloved community, as we become increasingly undivided in what St. Paul called the glorious liberty of the children of God, and what Rumi called the free and glorious rose garden of the embodied soul, increasingly and abundantly alive, in increasingly divinized mind, in increasingly divinized heart, in increasingly divinized body, and so increasingly alive as he always was, in oneness, and committed both separately and together to pouring out all we receive from the one, in service of all beings and the transformation of the deforming structures of cold power for the birth of a new world, the birth on earth and in time, and for everyone and for all sentient beings of the kingdom, queendom. That's who my Jesus is, and that's the Jesus that I am so passionate and joyful about transmitting to you, because I know that if I'm even a tenth successful in conveying to you how this message through this amazing messenger has transformed my vision of everything, then you will live more abundantly.